Hi everyone, welcome to the SLO Food Bank's warehouse. This is the main hub where all the food comes in from numerous locations, is processed and packaged, and then taken to neighborhood food distributions, children's farmers markets, seniors farmers markets, and the SLO Food Bank's nonprofit agency partners. We rely on the support of at least 10 warehouse volunteers every day to help us fulfill orders and complete projects, so we really appreciate your interest in volunteering here. We're going to show you what volunteering will usually consist of on a regular day, but before we move on to that, I'm just going to mention a few safety rules. The first one is make sure you're wearing closed-toed shoes before entering the warehouse. Make sure you're watching out for forklifts at all times while working, and make sure you're wearing gloves anytime you're handling fresh produce or prepared foods, and that you're changing these anytime they get ripped or soiled. A program the SLO Food Bank has specifically for the homeless population is called No Cook Bags. These bags are lightweight and filled with shelf-stable and nutrient-dense foods that don't require special tools to open or any kind of preparation to consume. These bags are a resource for SLO Food Bank's agency partners who serve the homeless population in particular. They are a tool to not only provide food to the homeless, but also connect them with additional resources they may need. At every USDA food distribution held by the SLO Food Bank, each participant will get a number of food items, including a USDA dry goods bag. How we pack these is you grab a double-line bag on one end of the table and then put whatever number is indicated under each type of food item into this bag, securely tie it into a double knot, and throw it in the labeled order bin at the end.
Half of the food that the SLO Food Bank distributes is fresh produce. So every day we pack food in boxes and bags to deliver to neighborhood food distributions, free markets, and our agency partners that will have a pickup usually the following day. Hi, neighborhood food distribution requires fresh produce to be packed in a bag. We normally do this by taking a bag and walking down the aisle and put whatever current produce is available for distribution. So here I'm going to show you how to pack a bag. First, we take whatever bag is in order. Our numbers will be given to us by the food bank staff. They will tell us how many bags to pack and where to put them when we're finished. So normally would walk up here, take one or two of the items depending on how big they are. In this case, onions, we'll just take 3. Move on down. Take some carrots. In the event that you find a produce that is not advantageous or does not look edible, go ahead and toss it in the bucket below. Again, we look for anything that does not look desirable. And in this case, we have with this cabbage, we'll actually take off some of the outside layers. So again, it will be presentable to those that will be consuming it. So put it in our bag. Once we reach the end of the line, then we take our bag and we'll tie it in a double knot. That's 1, twice, and then follow over. And place it in the container for distribution. Farmers markets and agency partners require that their produce be consolidated into banana boxes. On this shelf over here, you'll see all the banana boxes. You go, take a box, and you'll notice that the lid and the bottom of the box are together. What we want to do is take the box, squeeze the handles inward, and push at the lid at the same time. This removes the lid from the bottom. Something to notice that a lot of times you'll see the hole in the bottom. You want to make sure that that's covered before we put any produce in. So then you would take the box over to the particular produce, put only that produce into the box, and fill it up to the handles on each side. Once that's done, place the box down, put the lid on the box, and then take the box to the appropriate cart or pallet where shown to complete the order. Every day, the food bank receives donations from grocery stores, food drives, and citizens all across the county. So it's up to the volunteer to go and sort all this food. We want to make sure that the dates that are on the product are within the range that the food bank has decided which is good for consumption. So at first we find the best by or the used by or used if by dates, and we check that to make sure that it's still within the parameters that we have. Just because the date may be used by or sell by is only for the marketing, a lot of times for the grocer or the product. So we take and we look at what the date is, go down under the particular category. This example here is dry beans. It's still good for 1 year after that date. So find the list that the product fits. If it's out of that parameter, then we'd take that product and we'd take it over to the expired, what we call trash. Also in that, you'd put all your dented cans that are just not presentable, or no label cans. The SLO Food Bank has a very high standard for nutritional value. So therefore, when you're sorting through the basket, look for items such as this candy cane, anything in high sugar, and other components that may not make it very good nutritionally. So look for staff. They will point you to the do not distribute bin. As you go through and sort, look for canned items. A lot of them will be identified. We have several different types of bins available here. Already mentioned, like assorted beans, assorted vegetables, corn. Take this product and then go place it into that bin for distribution and picking later. I really enjoy working here at the SLO Food Bank as a volunteer. I hope you'll come down and join me and many others in bagging and packing.
And when you join us, be sure to take a photo of yourself and tag us on social media at SLO Food Bank. And thank you so much. Bye.